In this video, we are going to be pitting two of the biggest names when it comes to diecast, Mini GT versus Tarmac Works. These are two Nissan Silvia S15s, a little bit different in terms of what versions they are, but we've got to unbox these, see who did it better, or maybe they're actually on par. So let's get started right now. If you are new to collecting, these are two of the biggest names in the industry right now, Mini GT and Tarmac Works. Now, looks like they're almost doing the exact same thing, but let's just start right off the bat with the display and packaging. Tarmac Works actually just comes in this slip cardboard box. We're gonna take the card out in a second to show you what it looks like inside. And then Mini GT actually comes in a clamshell plastic such as this, but they also give you the same cardboard slip box that is given with the Tarmac Works. And the same thing is inside both of these actually when you take it out of the cardboard box. So let's remove it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so first up, Tarmac Works, you've got to take it out like this. Oh, just to show you guys all that, they've got all the licenses there, good to go. You see how it's got this type of packaging that's molded around the body of the car, which is great because it holds it in place. You take this out and that's all there is to it. Now, I've actually done a product review on this itself, so this won't be more of a product review, it'll be a comparison review. So let's open up the Mini GT. Mini GT gonna take a little bit extra work because you've got to cut it here, cut it there, use something sharp. That way you can open up the entire thing like that. Now, some of the things to notice on the box art here, see how they show you how many limited numbers there are? There's 4,800. The Tarmac Works actually doesn't tell you that. However, they are limited edition as well. So probably in a couple thousands also, but maybe not as much as Mini GT. But something else to notice is the box art looks pretty sweet. They've got this nice graphics on here, just like the real car. This one looking pretty standard for the Mini GT artwork on the box, so nothing crazy, but let's take this out. So the Mini GT car coming like this, but you can actually take this out, open this bad boy up, and inside here, it's got the same type of mold so that you can put your car in here, just like this. There we go. See, fits just like that. Put it inside, and it's just like the Tarmac Works. So also on this one, you can see they've got the Nissan license here. I'm sure they've got the top secret license. One of the differences between the Mini GT and the Tarmac Works is the collaborations were different. So this was actually more of a top secret collaboration. This is more of a HKS collaboration. Obviously, two different brands that are super exciting when it comes to the JDM aftermarket community when it comes to real life cars, but this is what we're dealing with. But the fact that they're both S15s is what we're comparing here, so let's take a look. So when looking at the body styling, it actually looks super similar. Now keep in mind guys that this is actually both true 64 scale, so the size comparison between these two almost look identical because they're trying to maintain the correct scale when it comes to their model car. So you can see it's almost like they're using the same casting from the same factory maybe even, but you can start to notice some differences on the front end. You can see this one's got the carbon fiber hood, top secret style. The bumper is gonna be a little bit different with some feelers. On the Mini GT, you've got this type of hood, vented hood. You've got all these cool racing sponsorship graphics. You've got the front bumper as well. Actually, the front bumpers look, oh no, they're a little bit different front bumper openings there. You can see the plastic insert for the headlights as well. Moving on to the side. The side is where you start to see a lot of differences. So let's start with the Tarmac Works. You can see they've got the rubber side view mirrors going on. And the reason why they've got rubber side view mirrors is to prevent it from breaking off during transport or shipping. You've got the super nice Advan wheels, trying to stay true to the 1-1 when it comes to the setup. You've got all the sponsorship graphics on the side. And one thing to note, look at the stance of the Tarmac Works, and then look at the Mini GT, kind of four-wheeling it. You can push this down a little bit, but it's not gonna give it the same stance, I feel, that the Tarmac Works has. Pretty close, I think, but just a little bit more four-wheeling action in terms of the fitment. So something to keep in mind when it comes to the difference. The wheels, I would also say pretty basic, nothing too fancy here. They both have the rubber tires. They both have a unique wheel design. And then on the side here, you can see it's got some side marker details, and the mirrors actually surprisingly on the Mini GT is metal, not rubber. Some of their Mini GT actually has been rubber as well. So I'm surprised that they made it like this, probably because they wanted to stay a little bit more true and not turn that style of side view mirror into rubber, which would be hard to do. And moving on to the rear, we definitely have some differences going on here as well. You definitely got more of an aftermarket exhaust going on here. You've got more of the OEM styling for the S15 Silvia on the rear for the Mini GT on this guy, because you can see the tail lights are kind of OEM. You've got the aftermarket spoiler though on both, but you kind of have the Alteza light style for the Tarmac Works, and then you've got more graphics and racing livery, and then you've got some more sponsorship graphics. So definitely the detail of all the extra goodies on the Tarmac Works is definitely more prominent, whereas the Mini GT's kind of keeping it simple. And maybe this is how the top secret version was, so maybe it wasn't as exciting because it's not a drift car or anything like that. Drift cars obviously going for the flashiness of all the livery and things. And when it comes to the interior, pretty basic, nothing too crazy going on. Looks like you got some bucket seats and some simple interior tidbits on the dash and center console area. And same for the Mini GT. You've got some bucket seats and pretty simple interior, basic stuff going on. And when it comes to price point, the Mini GT is coming in at around like 15 bucks, which is actually the same price point as it is for the Tarmac Works. Both these guys have rolling wheels, as you can see right here. Mini GT doing its thing always with the rolling wheels, and Tarmac Works also rolling wheels action. So both of these guys are sharing that characteristic. And extra information when it comes to these, the Tarmac Works actually does have a chase version. Just like the Mini GT, they both have chases. The only difference is that with the Tarmac, as shown, it's encased in a cardboard box, so you can't tell if you've got a chase or not. Whereas the Mini GT, you're gonna see the plastic outer packing, so you can definitely tell if it's a chase right from the get-go. Both of them are gonna be the raw casting finishes with the decals overlaid over it. But the only issue with that, as I've mentioned in another video, is that the ability for resellers and scalpers to easily try to resell the chase version for 4 times the price for Mini GT is definitely there, whereas you know, for the Tarmac, someone has to open it for that to be there. But obviously more exciting to get a chase for the Tarmac Works. Far superior to Hot Wheels, as you guys already know that I've mentioned many times in previous videos. I'm excited to see what other types of JDM cast that both of these brands are going to be bringing out. Whole onslaught of stuff coming out at the end of this year and in 2024. So we'll just have to wait and see what's in store next. And there you have it, guys. 2 brands finally compared. Which one do you guys think better? Would you take the Tarmac Works or would you choose the Mini GT? Now, true collectors may just get both of them, especially if you're a fan of the Nissan S15. But let me know down in the comment section below what you think. And if you guys enjoyed this video, you can check out more versus videos I've done with different brands in the next slide. I will see you in that video or my next video.